The housing market prepares for higher costs from tariffs and mass deportation. The last thing needed in the U.S. housing market today is higher costs to build new homes or repair or renovate existing homes. With the expected mass deportations and tariffs on imported building materials, the construction industry is preparing for this 1-2 sucker punch. However, if we're going to return manufacturing to the United States with the hopes of creating better jobs and opportunities for Americans, short-term pain should be expected. But tell this to the millions of Americans wanting to buy a home, or to the building material suppliers and construction companies that may not survive another shockwave to their already beaten down finances. So according to the Wall Street Journal article published on December 3rd, in Texas, California, New Jersey, and the District of Columbia, immigrants make up more than half of the construction trade workers, according to Royden Frost, a senior research analyst at Harvard Joint Center for Housing Studies. The article says undocumented workers make up an estimated 13% of the construction industry, more than twice that of the overall workforce, according to a recent estimate from Pew Research Center. The big argument here from the construction industry is that most Americans don't want labor jobs. They don't have construction knowledge or the skill set to build things. They won't work as fast or as hard or work for less money as the immigrant workforce will. A simple Google search found that the average construction worker, according to ZipRecruiter nationwide, is about $25 per hour. And in Maryland, where I am, it's about $24 per hour. Now, I don't need to explain to you that it's pretty difficult to live on $960 per week or $49,920 per year. On this salary, you can only afford about $1,386 per month for your rent. Where can you support yourself or your family on this salary, as most construction jobs are in areas of the United States with the highest cost of living? So what would trimming the construction workforce do to the cost of home improvements or to the prices of new homes, should we lose a large percentage of the construction workforce due to mass deportation? According to an article published on October 21st by PewResearch.org titled, "Most U.S. Voters Say Immigrants, no matter their legal status, mostly take jobs citizens don't want." It states in this article, when looking at industries, the kind of businesses that employers do, immigrants accounted for about a quarter of the workers, or 27%, in the agricultural, forestry, fishing, and hunting sectors in 2022. This was followed by construction at 26%, according to the Center Analysis of U.S. Census Bureau data. The largest shares of unauthorized immigrant workers were in construction, agriculture, forestry, fishing, and hunting, and leisure and hospitality industries in 2022. Now, check this out. When looking at occupations, the kind of work that people do on the job, immigrants overall accounted for the largest share of workers in farming, fishing, and forestry at 43% in 2022, followed by construction and extraction at 29%. Unauthorized immigrant workers accounted for the largest shares in occupations such as drywall, ceiling tile installers, and tapers at 33%, roofers 32%, painters and paper hangers 28%, and agricultural workers 24%, construction laborers 24%, and maids and housekeeping cleaners 24%. Where's the trade-off here? Are you willing to pay more money for home construction projects and new homes? Should labor skyrocket overnight because of mass deportations? Or are you willing to learn how to DIY home renovation projects yourself to save money? Or are you willing to encourage your children to bypass a college education to work a blue-collar job swinging a hammer? Just asking, because that's what I did. Please let everyone know your thoughts to this in the comments section below. I hope to see some good debates on this in the comments section, as I may even pipe in and comment myself. Now, let's talk about the potential for higher cost of building materials as a result of proposed tariffs. as President-elect Trump has stated a potential 25% trade tariff with Canada and Mexico and a 10% trade tariff with China. These countries are where we get a lot of our building materials from. And in this Wall Street Journal article posted on November 27th titled "Lumber Prices Unmoved by Trump's Canada Tariff Threat," it says that while this announcement garnered much attention, few traders considered the threat credible, and the industry as a whole took a wait-and-see approach to the news. However, it says another layer of tariffs at the border would likely lift prices higher for U.S. buyers at a time when housing affordability is as strained as ever. And according to ConstructionDive.com, an article they posted in February of last year titled "Buy America Provisions Can Improve Construction Lead Times for a Price." It outlined that about 1/3 of materials used in U.S. projects are made overseas. A Make It Here push would further raise already high costs. They state that the main building materials sourced outside of the United States are some of the main foundational materials used in construction. They include cement, lumber, steel, insulation material, electrical equipment. So how about this, guys? We were a country of manufacturing in the United States of America prior to the 1980s. Back then, things were built to last. Americans were so proud of what they made, and products wore a bold stamp that really meant something to the US of A. It was stamped proudly that it was made in the USA. Since we started offshoring manufacturing back in the 1970s, when we literally lost millions of jobs in the United States, in my research, this is one of the main reasons why wage growth simply has not kept up with the rate of inflation. And this lack of wage growth is one of the main reasons why Americans struggle to make ends meet today. According to reshorenow.org, 3 to 5 million manufacturing jobs have been lost to trades offshoring since 1979. Similarly, 3 to 5 million can be brought back by reshoring. And according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, they admit that in the United States, despite being a leading driver of employment growth for decades, manufacturing has shed employment over the past 40 years as the U.S. economy has shifted to service-providing industries. See, we don't make anything here in the United States. This article continues to say that in June 1979, manufacturing employment reached an all-time peak of 19.6 million. In June 2019, employment was 12.8 million, down 6.7 million, or 35% from the all-time peak. Okay, so BLS is admitting that we've lost 6.7 million manufacturing jobs here in the United States of America. And you wonder why we're paying top dollar for junk products. We're making other economies rich while middle and lower class Americans struggle every single day to make ends meet. This publication also states that since 1979, employment fell during each of the 5 recessions, and in each case, employment never fully recovered to pre-recession levels. So the lessons to learn here is that history is not to be ignored, as anyone who is completely honest with themselves must understand that if we wish to move forward, we have to look back and see how we got here in the first place. Now, what I do know is that housing is just too darn expensive. Homeowners insurance is too expensive. Property taxes are too expensive. And we're being gouged on building materials. Salaries need to improve and home prices need to come down. I was just looking at my local MLS today and I saw a $500,000 home close to me, and for the most part, it was out of date, it was in crappy condition, and in my professional opinion, completely not worth the price. As a real estate broker serving the industry for more than 35 years, I want home affordability to return for the average working class American. I want homes to be just that, a home. Guys, I hope you got some value from me today, and if you did, please let me know by hitting that thumbs up. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, please do so now, and don't forget to hit the alert bell so that you'll be notified every time I post. I'm super grateful for you and absolutely love our online community. You're the best, and I love your comments and both favorable, actually, and the criticisms. So keep those comments and questions coming, guys. And one of the biggest compliments you can do for me is share this video on the channel with your family and friends so that we can continue to build the most amazing online community together. Also, don't forget to follow me and Sachs Realty on your favorite social media channels. See you next time.
Sachs Realty, Maryland broker number 607720, office number 443-318-4514, equal housing opportunity.